Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the ways in which you can build up your self-confidence. What is a mindset you need to have to grow and evolve into being a self-confident person, and share what I have learned by observing the top leaders from my industry. Remember, there might be many as skilled as you are, but it is your confidence level that's going to make the other person hand over that opportunity to you. Confidence is that magical key to making everything possible. So guys, if you like this video, remember to hit that like button and boost my confidence levels, okay? So here we go. Before we talk about building up self-confidence, we need to first understand why self-confidence is so hard to come by. In fact, there are a lot of factors that are outside our control that contribute to a lack of self-confidence or a poor self-esteem. Your genes, your cultural background, your life circumstances, your childhood experiences all play a role in shaping you, right? Do you have a friend who was perhaps belittled by his parents and his parents did not treat him right, or always criticized him and compared to others, or told that he was useless and he's not going to be getting anywhere? That friend of yours would be suffering from self-confidence issues and a poor self-esteem. Even bullying and humiliation by peers, colleagues, friends can have a huge impact on your self-confidence levels. Body image issues, we all go through it. In fact, I also had body image issues where I thought that I was heavily overweight. Today, when I look back at the pictures, I wonder, my God, if I'll ever get back into that shape. And of course, abuse, sexual, emotional, physical abuse take a huge toll on your self-esteem levels. All these very deep issues can be resolved only by a qualified professional. One needs to reach out and talk if it's still affecting your growth as an individual. But the good thing about self-confidence is that it's a skill that can be taught like any other. It can be learned, and over a period of time, the more self-confident you become, the voice in your head that says, I can't do this, will turn around and say, I think I can take this on. Let me try this. Every time a new challenge is thrown your way. I know it all sounds so easy. Self-confidence is all about believing in yourself, knowing your self-worth, loving yourself for who you are, etc., etc., etc. But the moment you have to go and give that presentation in front of your grumpy boss, your throat goes dry, your head starts spinning, and everything in front of you looks hazy. Been there, done that. It feels terrible. So instead of giving all that gyan, I will just break it down to some simple, practical, rational things that you can apply to boost up your self-confidence levels. What say? Have an accurate self-assessment. Basically, if someone tells you that you are a demigod and a rock star, don't go climbing over the moon. And if someone tells you that you're not good enough, don't break into 1,000 pieces either. Have an accurate self-assessment of your strengths and weaknesses. Remember to focus more on your strengths and highlight your strengths more than your weaknesses. Just do it. It's not the Nike brand ambassadors alone. Even you got to take the leap before everything is ready and in perfect condition. Imagine you just learned swimming and your coach tells you to take that jump off the diving board. You stand there waiting, wondering, getting anxious, and slowly your confidence goes away. But what if you take that leap of faith? What if you jump right in and you start swimming? Your confidence shoots through the roof, right? Personally, I can cite the example of this YouTube channel, which I wanted to start for a long time. So I went about meeting producers, camera people. I had this grand plan and I wanted everything to be perfect before the channel was up. But it never happened. Slowly my fears started creeping in and my confidence levels went down. But when the lockdown happened, I picked up the phone camera and started shooting myself. I uploaded the videos on YouTube and my YouTube channel was up and about. In fact, I was not ready to start the channel when it really happened. What I have understood is when you take that first step, when you take that action, your confidence builds up and starts growing. But you got to take that first step, and sometimes you got to take it before you are thoroughly ready. Fake it till you make it. This is Priyanka Chopra's favorite line. In fact, I've seen so many interviews of hers where she would say that she faked her confidence till she was sure about herself. The body is a mirror for the mind. So shifting your body into a confident state can have surprising results. In fact, if you want to come across as tough, you can act tough. If you want to come across as successful, you act successful. And if you want to come across as confident, act confident. I used to do this a lot when in my early days as a live news anchor. I used to pretend to be confident on screen, whereas I was petrified of facing the camera. Come on, we are all actors on this stage called life. A little bit of acting never harmed anyone. Speak up. This sure is a morale booster. Never hesitate to raise a valid point, however big or small in the scheme of things you are. This is also particularly important when you have to present your side of the story. The trick here is to speak clearly, objectively, and rationally. Just make sure that you're presenting your truth without the intention to impress or manipulate. Get things done. Confidence is built on accomplishment. Start by taking a small step or setting a small goal, accomplish it, achieve it, and then you're going to feel mighty great about yourself. Then you plan for the week ahead and the month ahead or maybe the year ahead. You know, I do this quite a bit. I have kind of a rough idea of what I want to do today and tomorrow and the week ahead. So I just go about doing it step by step slowly, and when it is done and when I have achieved my goal, I feel great about myself. Remember that the progress is going to be slow and steady and nothing is going to happen overnight. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Do the right thing. Doing the right thing has a lot to do with your values. What are the values that define you? What are the values without which you feel that you're not yourself? Hold on to them. Figure it out. You would always wonder, what is the need for values? I mean, everybody is cheating these days. You can always cheat to the top by all means, but you will still not have the self-confidence of a person who's made it without compromising on his or her values. Don't seek others' validation to build your self-worth. Now, what is self-worth? How different is it from self-confidence? Now, self-worth or self-esteem is the general feeling that you have about yourself, how you view yourself, whereas self-confidence is referring to that particular task at hand which you have set out to do. Now, if your self-worth or self-esteem is built on others' perception of you or their praises or validation, then you are in trouble. Imagine you have a boss who dotes on you and he thinks you're the best thing that happened to him, and then there is a management change and a new boss takes over who absolutely hates you. If your self-worth or self-esteem was dependent on your previous boss's praises, then you are doomed. This kind of brings me back to the previous point about accurate self-assessment. You need to have a realistic picture of yourself in your head, know your strengths and weaknesses, and don't depend on others' bouquets or brickbats to build your sense of self. Treat your body well. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? You look in the mirror, right? Your body image does matter because your relationship with your body and what it is will reflect on your confidence levels. Accept your body for what it is and work towards getting stronger and fitter. Because trust me, all the diet and the workouts might not reflect in your weighing scales, but it will certainly show on your confidence levels over a period of time. Learn from confident people. Look around, look at people whom you respect and who seem confident. You don't have to copy them, but you just have to recognize those traits that make them so different from the rest. Now, I've had many bosses and some of them were really good at their jobs. And what I found common about those bosses was that they never looked at any job as a responsibility. They took on every new profile, every promotion like a game. Many a time they would openly state that they didn't know what they were getting into or they didn't know the job at hand, but they would say, so what, I'll learn. I think that attitude really helped them in the long run. Add-on skills. I have seen a lot of people have this pattern of widening their horizons by either taking on additional secondary roles or taking on new skill sets. You start seeing things from a different perspective, and also when you have leadership positions to take on, you tend to take them on with ease. Practice till you drop. What do you think when you actually see your favorite sports person out on the field to play? Maybe a PV Sindhu or a Messi. You think, wow, what confidence, right? But what you see is just the tip of the iceberg. What we don't see is the hours of pain and struggle, determination and relentless hours of practice that has gone into building that confidence. Ask any successful person, they rarely get lucky the first time. It is the hours of practice that they put in that keeps them on top of the game, gives them that winning streak. A proven way to building self-confidence early on is to start young. Children are not as self-conscious as adults. They do not fear failing as much. They are not averse to making mistakes. So it's good to expose them to various skill sets early on and give them a platform to learn, as the school curriculum might not provide adequate attention to real life requirements. A wonderful option you could try out is Mastery. Mastery is India's first 3-in-1 English communication program for students of grades 1 to 12. It focuses on the art of articulation, grammar and vocabulary for every child, helping in personality development, building leadership skills and attaining self-confidence. The best part about the program is its learn by doing approach, where every child gets to work on interesting projects like creating their own YouTube channel, starting their own personal blogging website, or even getting their books published on Kindle. Every child also experiences exciting modules on the platform that includes Model United Nations, delivering a TED Talk, podcasting and comic book writing. All these modules and projects are covered in live classes with smaller groups of students. Finally, the platform allows you the flexibility to choose from a variety of subscriptions as per your requirement. The link in the description box will take you directly to the Mastery program. Sign up for a free trial using the link and also get a 10% off on any Mastery subscription you choose. Do check out the Mastery platform today. Positive visualization or self-talk. Now, my parents had this strange fixation of getting me to participate in every competition possible, and I was a very shy child. I was very scared of getting on stage and facing that crowd, but I would be a daydreamer. I mean, I was a daydreamer and still am, and I would have these stories concocted in my head as to how I would get on stage and I would do that well and people would cheer me on, and half my fears and my anxieties would fade away because of these positive visual images or stories that I created in my head. I know that a lot of successful people do that, beauty pageant winners or sports persons or politicians, they all do it. But this is something which you could apply in your day-to-day life as well. It could be a positive self-talk like, come on, let's do it, or you can crack this, or it could be a positive visualization or an image that you create in your head. Be around people who energize you. Choose your friends wisely, they all say. In fact, if you think about the people around you, you can figure out who are the people who deplete you of your energy and who are the ones who energize you. The ones who inspire and motivate you, handpick them to be a part of your inner circle. That will make a world of a difference. Get inspired. Now, there are different ways to get inspired. Now, when you're in a challenging situation and you want that fresh dose of self-confidence to go through that situation, these could be the alternatives you could try out. One is, of course, meditation. It will help you center yourself, focus and bring you to a calm state of mind. The other option you could try out is think of the situation in your life where you acted with confidence or you had a challenging situation to face and you dealt with it very well. That will give you the energy to deal with it in the present moment. And the third option you could try out is think about a person who exudes self-confidence and how would that person react, behave or deal with the present scenario that you are in. So summing up, self-confidence is not something that happens overnight. It should rise steadily and slowly on the strong foundations of passion, positivity and perseverance. A little bit of openness to criticism and a willingness to learn can take you a long way. So chin up and stay confident. If you like this video, do remember to hit that like button and share it with your friends and family. I really love your comments and love reading them as well. So leave your comments. They are a great energy booster for me in the comment section on the YouTube channel. Do stay safe and healthy. I will see you soon with a fresh new video very soon.